Good afternoon once again. This is Valiant Olola AKOKO Television. Processor. Welcome you to this break news. From May 1st, 2026, the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Apex Bank of Nigeria, will be rolling out some policies about customer in banking, that is bank and their customer, due to the fact that there have been many cry by customers and on their individual accounts, and at the same time people take advantage of others either within or outside. The fact that there are glitch in some accounts, errors, fraudulent acts and activities as it happens in some banks and in customers' personal bank account. So the CBN, from their own wealth of knowledge and fraud prevention, decided to come up with this policy that will be taking effect on 1st of May. So this is very important for every one of us to know, so as to make necessary move, or when things happen to in our accounts, we'll be able to know the fact that this is due to the policy. So I will quickly reel out some of the whole policies, about 5 major policies that will be taking place now from 1st of May, so that customer can be aware of these changes in your personal account. Number 1, for the BVN link phone number. You know, our phone numbers are attached to our account, and that particular number has been, your BVN has been registered on that particular number. So henceforth, from 1st of May, there will be serious restriction on one BVN link account to be used. The situation we have, where we have multiple bank account number placing on one BVN, as from 1st of May, will no longer be acceptable by the CBN. Due to the individual banks, wherever bank you are operating, you need to take good notice of this. So you have to be very careful the particular number that you have to be using, because that number linked will only be changed once. Once you have the opportunity to change it once, anything that happen to that number could become an issue. So let's be on watch and guard our phone linked number to our BVN. So bank verification number, you are once in your lifetime, and you can make any change to that particular. Once you change it once, it will no longer come up. So customer using the banks, phone numbers, be very careful now what and which of the bank, phone number you are going to be using to link your account. The second policy that will be coming up, rolling out, as I've said, on 1st of May, is that your account could be temporarily freezed, inactive for a while, particularly when the bank notice that there are some activities, unusual activities, that are taking place in such account, either by you or by third party. This particular policy is to safeguard customers' money fund in each account. If there is any suspicious activities dancing around your bank account, either by third party, so this policy will be checkmating it. So there could be temporary freeze. What I mean by freeze is that your account may not be active at least for the period of 24 hours. if such cases are noticed as from 1st of May, then be very sure that there might be issue of third-party intervention or an unusual activities in that particular account. Take for example, maybe your account, since you open it, has not been making, you have not deposited maybe up to 10 million, and all of a sudden, if such an amount hit your account, then the bank has the authority to make that account inactive within that short period of time, so as to cross-check for possible actions that may not be usual. So what that policy stands for is that it prevents you from unnecessary fraudulent activities that may want to eat your account from third parties. So it may not be from the bank, it may be from third party who want to infringe into your personal account. So as from 1st of May, if you notice such activities within 24 hours that your account frees up or is not active, then it could be as a sort of the policy. So the best thing for you to do is to approach your bank, either directly or through their email. Get the customer service, let them be aware of it, then they'll be able to tell you better. Also, as from 1st of May, just as we have said, BVN will only be issued to adults. An adult in Nigeria legal system is an individual that is above 18 years. So before now, BVN are issued to underage, but from 1st of May, that will no longer be possible. So it will be to only adult, anyone above 18 years. You know, in Nigerian banking system, there could be kid accounts where you open account for your children using their name, but extra steps have to be taken by the guardians who will be guiding the account. So when you get to your bank, they will tell you what to do. Maybe you are going to be using your own BVN to cover it, since it's an underage account. Account keeps in trust for a child upcoming. So that policy covers that aspect, whereby BVN will only be issued to the adult and not to the young ones. So let's take note of this. And if you have any account that you have opened for your kids, or an account has been opened in the name of a minor, then from May 1st, 2026, you may not have access to the account until you do the needful. So any underage person who has an account that BVN have not been issued to will be taken care of by their guardians. So you can further hear from your bank or your financial institution. Another very important one that we have to notice is that, you know, today we use different apps, banking apps on our phone, on our devices. From 1st of May, you will no longer have multiple apps on different phones. What I mean is that it is only going to be one device for whatever bank application you are opening. A situation where you have 3 phones, and all these 3 phones have your banking app. From 1st of May, you will not have the opportunity to use multiple devices. So it is only one device that you are going to be using for your banking activities. So if you are operating 4 or 5 banks, the 4 or 5 banks app will be on a single device, which will be recognized. Any other devices you may want to use may not work, and that is another policy put in place. The reason is that, you know, all these fraudsters, once they hack accounts of an individual, they can operate from a distance, even without your phone with you. But with this new policy put in place by the Central Bank of Nigeria, taking effect from 1st of May 2026, it will no longer be possible. Maybe somebody just pick your number somewhere, put in your BVN, and is able to access your account. No, this will no longer be possible, except a situation where your device is taken by such and they know all other things. So the device will be registered with the CBN directly, so that there will be no multiple devices for your bank application. So in other words, this is very important, because changing your device will take a longer period of time. Though it may eventually be possible, but there could be delay in re-registering your device. So it is only one device for your banking app. So let's take note of that. So only one device will be allowed. There will be no more or multiple devices on your bank app. Then another very important point that we are going to be taking note of from 1st of May, as I've said, is the issue of authorized BVN channel. Only the authorized BVN channel. You know, before now, BVN could be generated outside the banking sector. Some people can generate it, roadside people can generate it, but henceforth from 1st of May 2026, this will no longer be acceptable, and it is only recognized bank and financial institutions that will be able to issue BVN services to bank customers and to, in other words, to all Nigerians who operate bank accounts. So in a situation where multiple sources are, it's only the CBN that will give recognition to any authorized channel, which mostly will be banks and other financial institutions. So what are we Nigerians and both at home and abroad, what is going to be our take on this? It's simple. The CBN put up this policy to prevent you, the bank customer, from fraudulent acts, particularly from the third party, to prevent it, to prevent your account, to solidify bank customers relationship. Because before now, there have been cases of fraudulent acts, either conspiracy within or outside. So, but with this policy put in place by the Central Bank of Nigeria, and that will take effect on 1st of May, all this will prevent such action or inaction in our individual accounts and corporate accounts. So I want to believe that what CBN will be rolling out from 1st of May is going to be to the advantage of Nigerians, individual institutions, and to the banking sector, because going by real statistics, the fraudulent acts being perpetrated on yearly basis on our banking system is on the higher side. So the CBN is coming up with this beautiful idea, beautiful policy to prevent and to prevent fraud. I believe with this, Nigeria will be able to move forward, and renew hope agenda of the president too will be pursued. So as usual, this is how we'll be giving us break news on the latest information, be it on policy of the government, situation working around us, in and around us, maybe in AKOKO here or all over the world. We'll be bringing updates, and for all our lovers, we want you to make subscription to this channel for better update, be it on political, social, financial, and every other aspect of our community and environment. Thank you very much. I am Jimo Akadri Samuel. God bless you as you share, like, and you can equally express your opinion on this policy of government, and let's see how we can brainstorm. We know it's just a policy put in place. I know Nigerians too will run around, will rally around and still find one or two things, loopholes on it, but at least it's a policy put in place. So let's see how it works. I will appreciate your comments, your like, share, and subscription. Thank you very much. See you in our next edition. You are blessed. Welcome our listeners. This is Valiant AKOKO TV Uncensored. Especially welcome to this break news edition. The Central Bank of Nigeria will be coming up as from 1st of May with new policy put in place. The essence of this policy is to prevent customers' fund or money in various banks and financial institutions in Nigeria. So from 1st of May, the CBN will come up with this policy. We would like to appreciate your understanding of this so as to prevent some little inches one could be facing while the policy is being activated as from 1st of May. Once again, I welcome you to Valiant Break News. I am Samuel Jimo Kadri. Today, we'll be considering the policy of the Central Bank that will be coming up from 1st of May 2026. However, this policy is not against the Nigerians or Nigerian banking system, but is to safeguard our money and to prevent fraud. You know, Nigerian economy is gaining prominence now in the world international affairs. So CBN is being proactive by putting the customers and their fund into special consideration, and it has to do with the issue of bank verification number, the issuance, the issuance of this bank verification number. What it does, how does it prevent? We all know that the CBN is the banker to all banks. They work on monetary policy of the country Nigeria. So they bring up different policies to keep the economic rolling financially, to keep activities on. So they are always coming up on regular basis to be proactive, preventing possible downtime in our financial system. So today we are going to be discussing the May 1st CBN policy on prevention of fraud and safeguarding our money in different banks. So welcome once again as we go on to discuss these policies. Thank you.